look so bad right now. So just ignoring how I look, I have a lot of like studying that I should be doing for school and just like whatever else I have. I have a headache right now, so I can't fully make words if that has any case in point. I took medicine. I'm waiting for Advil to wear off so I can take my migraine medicine. Waiting for Tylenol to see if that will help first. But anyways, I have studying to do. I have math to try and understand. I have college things to do and job things to do. So I'm gonna basically make like a bunch of time lapses of me doing this stuff. We're gonna see how it goes. And basically, my dad's painting my brother's room right now. So I have this giant thing in my room. It's my brother's bed frame because he has a bed and then his like drawers are underneath. I don't know how to explain it, but it's in my room. So we're dealing with that. So we're gonna see if I can figure out how to do this. Okay? Yeah. So now to get past all this, grab my tripod, which is in here. I'll be back. We got her. Why am I tempted to do a time lapse of me trying to set this up? Let's just do it. This thing almost like whacked me in the face like 6,000 times, but I got it. I don't like that you can see my reflection in my mirror, but at least you see that my bed's made. It's okay. Anyways, that never happens, by the way. I never make my bed. My mom and my brothers can account for that. Let's figure this out. This is gonna be a messy vlog, but I don't really know what to post anymore, and honestly, I'm bored, but yet feeling productive, so this is what's going on. So my headache has kind of gone away. It's still kind of there, but it's been a few hours since I took Tylenol, so it's definitely the Tylenol kicking in. I studied again for science because I have a science test on Tuesday, which is in 2 days. And science I find really easy, but I just kind of wanted to go over it again to make sure I still understood it, which I do. And then I also answered some emails, wrote some drafts for emails, haven't sent them yet. And I was texting my mom a little bit on my computer about the emails. And now I have to study and practice for math, which I've been dreading. So, anyways, yeah, we're gonna study for math now, because I need to do that. The thing with my math class is my teacher really doesn't teach. That's like my only issue with her, is that she doesn't teach. She'll give us like a paper or like an equation, and she'll just tell us to solve it. Sometimes she takes it up, sometimes she doesn't. And then when she takes it up, she doesn't tell us how she gets the answer. She just kind of goes through, answers it on her own, like quietly, independently, and then gives us the answer. And then she asks us if we got it right, yes or no, and then that's it. And then she moves on, and she doesn't teach it ever. The only like way you can know how to solve the equation is if you follow how she's doing it. So you copy literally what she's doing and try and figure it out on your own time. So that's my only issue, is that she doesn't really teach, but I understand that math is one of those things that's kind of hard to teach. There's no real reasoning why you do it, you just kind of have to do it. That's how I understand it, but yeah. And I just had a math test on Thursday for math, and I haven't gotten it back yet, but I'm pretty sure I failed, because I heard people talking about the answers after the test, and I was like, I didn't get that. I was close. I got +7, and I think they were getting -7, and I'm like, okay, I messed up something, but I don't know what I messed up. Anyways, so we're gonna practice math now. Also, if you were curious, this is what we're doing in chem. So ionic compounds, naming, some examples of naming, some bonds that we've been doing. I did another example of bonds. This is the answer she looks for, so I just kind of circled the things that I need to remember. Naming compounds, the formula of compounds. Then on this side, the multivalent compounds, which are a little bit more difficult for getting the answer because you really have to cross everything. So again, I made a note, cross all the numbers. That's what a multivalent is. Then naming the metals, again, you have to uncross it. So this one you have to like cross the numbers, and then this one you have to like uncross it. It's kind of weird, but somehow I understand it so much easier than math, even though it makes no sense whatsoever. Personally, I love science. I enjoy science. I understand science. Math is one of those things that I just don't understand. I think eventually, hopefully, I will understand it, but as of now, it's just not something that I get. So if there's any math teachers out there, feel free, honestly, I'm gonna do a few questions, because she only finds like one thing of homework, and we get class time to do it. And I do it in class, but this is what we're doing for math. So these I did in class. So stuff like this. Okay, fine, great, I understand it. I understand this. This getting a little tricky, I started that because I always forget to carry that over. And that was my answer, and then that's what she did. So I literally like followed what the teacher did, little underlines. Then on this side, even more confusing, because then they add fractions. I literally copied the board. The teacher did this, and I just copied exactly what the teacher did, but I have no idea how she got that, because she doesn't explain it. So then this one, she went slower on going through her answers, and I understood this one. So then I tried it on my own, and I originally got the wrong answer, but I think this is finally the right answer. Actually, no, it's not. I didn't divide the last one. So no, this isn't even right. It's not finished. And then this is like an example. So she has like a whole page of homework, but she only assigns like one letter. So there's all these 4 that I haven't done yet. But I did that one. So I'm gonna try and do some of these. There's a ton of examples in here like that, but I'm gonna try and do these. But that's another example. And again, I did get the wrong answer originally. But like, this is just some examples of things we do in math class. So if you guys know where I'm going wrong with half this stuff, feel free to let me know. 'Cause I have no idea where I'm going wrong. I will often go to the teacher in class and be like, this is the answer I got, but it doesn't match up with yours. Where did I go wrong? Because I try and figure it out on my own, and I just don't see where I went wrong. And then eventually she'll point it out, and it's some like stupid math thing. I forget to carry something over, I did the math wrong, like I added something wrong or whatever. So it's frying my brain, but I'm gonna try some of these questions and see if I can get them right. It is 8 o'clock. I had supper, and then we were talking about the math homework, and my brother's like, well, I can figure it out. This is so easy. And so I was like, you know what? Fine. I don't like that. Try it. So he tried it. And he was like using some decimals and like whatnot. I'm like, you don't use decimals. Anyways, he didn't get it right anyways, but he was close. Closer than I ever got to one of these answers. But I eventually got it. But knowing me, I will forget everything tomorrow. But I'm gonna show you what I didn't understand. Ignore my messy handwriting, but it was this equation here in pen. and that is a negative 1 over 2y minus 3 equals negative 7. Now my teacher tells us the answers. She writes them down in this booklet, what the answer is. We just have to show our work. Well, I was getting 17, I got 11, then I got 2, which was close. I got negative 2, but the answer is 8. I used Photomath to show me the steps. I didn't realize that you had to times each number by 2. I was only doing this one and this one by 2. As you can see, I wasn't doing that middle one. But yeah, so my brother's like, oh, I can do it. It's so easy. So here, I set it up for him. And I don't know what he was doing, but he was like doing something. And then he didn't even carry the Y. But he's a grade 9, so I'll let it slide. But then I did some other math, found the common denominator, did this one right. This one, I forgot to carry the negative symbol down, as you can see. So I just redid it over here and got the right answer. And then I wanted to try this one again because I kept getting this one wrong. So I rewrote it out and did it and got the final answer. Technically these two should be switched, but I'm too lazy to do that. So I'm just leaving it like that. Oh, and off camera, I also submitted another job application. So I have 2 submitted. One is just for the summer. One is like an all-year type of one. And it's at a long-term care facility where I did my co-op placement. So when I was still a co-op student, they're always asking me like, hey, are you planning on applying? Do you have your PSW certification? Do you want to work here? And I'm like, getting all these things. And last week they emailed me being like, hey, Hannah, are you interested? I was like, yeah, I'm interested. It's good money. So I'm like, okay, I want to, but I still have to like send in my resume and everything. So I sent that in. So fingers crossed, I get it and I hear back. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope this guys like helped with your motivation, because I know when I'm like lacking motivation to study, I watch some videos of people like studying or doing days in their lives and it just makes me feel motivated. And that's the whole purpose of me making this video, to see if maybe I can motivate myself by not being on my phone and doing other stuff. You can hear my dad painting. I'm sure he thinks I'm talking to myself, but I kind of am. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I don't